A word about Brussegem. Look hard at a detailed map of the small European country of Belgium, and you may, with perseverance, find the faint dot of the village of Brussegem. It's a fairly safe place to live. All is calm and decent. Little crime, little litter, little anything. Tidy, snug Brussegem. A quiet place. A benign place. A place that keeps up day after day its small promise of being, and forever remaining, a faint dot on the map. Just on the outskirts of this dot lived an American painter, secluded, aloof, an odd part of this unhurried heaven. Also odd, his name was just like the village's, Brussegem, and he possessed as bumpy a disposition as any cobblestone street in the village. A moody man with grey hair, a full beard, and beady eyes. Children irritated him. He disliked fluffy animals, and hated sounds that kept him awake at night. Long ago this painter Brussegem had hung the dark mantle of outcast artist over his shoulders, and over his life. He formed a strict philosophy: art, and only art. He did allow himself the refined gentleman's indulgence of having a mistress, which he came to consider as a small, forgivable, philosophical defect. "Brussegem, it's always the same with you. I'm bored. I don't want to see you again." He looked over at her face that stared at the ceiling. He wanted to say something, but he was not certain what. So he said, "I have no idea why you say this." Later, getting comfortable, he settled in a living-room chair with his favorite pipe tucked between his lips. He switched on a lamp and spread a book upon his lap. He looked with contentment about his bare living-room, prettied only by his geometrical paintings. There was no stirring of life beside him. He was proud of not keeping a dog or cat or any sort of furry companion that would supposedly assuage his lonesome solitude. No mewing cat to feed and let endlessly in and out, nor any nervous dog to say shut up to when it barked at creaks and inconsequential bumps in the darkness. No. Sighing peacefully, he bent his head above the book and began to read. Soon his mind was in a restful, groggy state. He got up and went about the house, switching off the lights one by one. In his bedroom he lay his pipe aside and quietly tucked himself into bed. And as the pipe smouldered to a stop on his night-table and his heavy head sunk deeper into his pillow, a last lulling thought drifted through his brain, a thought he'd long ago crystallized into a deep, lucid moment. A comforting thought, that life, life, was as good as any existence, until the real thing came along.